Hello everybody. Okay, let me fix my camera, get everyone a little closer. I don't even know if I've gone live on Facebook before. If I have, it's only been once and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is a little crooked. If you're watching the replay, you might want to fast forward for the next minute or so. All right, let's see. So, hi, good morning. It's 9 a.m. here in California. We just had our time change and I still made it on time to this live. So hopefully you guys get alerted and you get to come on here. Hello, Tessa. Okay, so let me have a drink real quick. I feel like it's a little dry here. I'm just going to be doing I was going to say meal prep, but it's not really prep because I'm cooking. I'm doing some batch cooking for the week. Going to do bacon, eggs in my Instant Pot, and I'm going to be making some browned butter candies that are going to be in little Christmas molds. So we are going to do that. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. Pop them in the comments and say hello in the comments so I know where they even go. And let me know where you're watching from. All right, let's start. So the bacon's gonna take the longest. So I'm gonna start that first. I just realized as I grabbed my last parchment paper sheet that they're all gone. I had no warning. I didn't even know there was only one left. But I get these on Amazon. So the size, because I've accidentally got a not the right size before, 12 by 16. These are a lifesaver. They are pre-cut parchment sheets. So I just scraped my nail, gross. Okay, so I take a sheet and put parchment on it, and right when I do that, I turn on the oven. Put it at 400 degrees, and I just got my pan. I don't wash my pan every time because the parchment's on it, so I just scraped like old bacon crumbs under my nail. Hello, everybody joining. So I won't even wait for that to heat up. Whenever I'm done putting it on the pan, then I'll pop it right in. Usually takes about 20 to 25 minutes. Let me grab my bacon. So I don't even have a fresh pack. This is like leftover from another time I cooked it this week. It really needs to be cooked. So then we will pop this in, and then what will I do next? I will do the eggs next. And I make them, I like a soft yolk. And I don't even know what to call them because they're not hard boiled because you're not boiling them, but everyone knows what hard boiled eggs are. So I call them that, but we're gonna do a soft yolk. Usually I cook them in my Instant Pot on high with half a cup of water for a minute. Now I'm trying something different today. I got this basket. I actually got the basket to make bone broth, and I didn't love it because it wasn't able to fill up the full bottom, so too much water was added to cover it. So it was like watery broth. Hello, everyone. Can someone give me a hello in the comments? I just want to see like where that goes, and let me know where you're watching from. So for the eggs, I'm gonna try 2 minutes today because it really just depends on the egg size. I've done a different brand for 1 minute and they were like raw. So you just gotta play with it. But I think being consistent on the water, half a cup, is gonna be important. Let me wash my hands really quick, and then we will pop this in. So like I said, it's gonna be about 20 to 25 minutes. Let's see, you wanna keep an eye on it. I don't know, has anyone commented because I don't see it? I don't know where they go. This whole thing looks really weird. I can't even tell what's happening. So if someone can drop a comment, that would be awesome so I can just see if I'm seeing the right spot. All right, so we're gonna pop this in to your preheated oven. I'll set a timer for 20. It usually takes closer to 25, but I don't want anything to burn. Okay, so we will get that going. And then, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna say hi in the comment. Okay, so now I see where they're all going. Okay, we're gonna do the eggs now. I thought I had more eggs than I do. So if you don't have a basket, I've always done just putting them on the trivet, and I just do a single layer. We're gonna try the basket this time, and we'll see how that works. So that's why I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes instead. Well, I guess maybe not. I don't know, I thought I had more eggs in this and it was gonna fill the basket a little bit more. But here's the basket. Did not love it for bone broth, but hopefully it works for this. So normally do 1 minute. I'm just gonna do 2. I don't know why I'm feeling like I should do 2. So you just plop that in, add half a cup of water, and then, oh, come on. I should have pulled everything out before. So then I will cook them on high pressure for, I'm gonna do 2 minutes this time, and then it will be an experiment. We'll see what the yolk is like at 2 minutes. And then we will do a quick release and an ice bath. So pressure cook, I just go to custom, I'll turn it to 2 minutes, start, takes a minute to do that. And then when that's done, we'll do an ice bath, and I usually do an ice bath for 5 minutes or so, stop the cooking. Pro tip, keep the container, just label it that they're like pre-cooked or hard-boiled or whatever, so no one goes to crack one. All right. Has anybody made brown butter bites before? Let me know if you've made them. They're super easy. So I'm gonna take Kerrygold. This is equivalent to 2 sticks of butter, doing 1 block like this. Oh, it's so tempting to just bite into this right now. All right, so we're gonna pop this in. Over like medium-high heat. Hello, Mom. I'm making you brown bites. And you can break it up a little bit or cut it if you want to speed the process up. So I'm just going to break that apart. There we go. Okay. So when you first put it in, you don't need to like be stirring it, but you do, as the time goes on, want to stir it frequently because the little brown bits, they'll stick to the bottom and they'll burn. Okay, can anybody drop any sort of comment in the comments? I just want to make sure they're working because I'd love for you guys to ask me questions. There's only so much I can talk about this brown butter. So I'd love to help you guys with any like carnivore help, any coaching that you need, any questions you have on this journey. So if anyone, oh, swipe left to reveal. Okay. No, that should be where they are. All right. So with brown butter bites, hi, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure that I can see where the comments are, so thank you. Thank you for doing that. But please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, did you hear Piper? Yeah. All right. So it takes, especially because this is like 2 sticks, it takes like a good 10 minutes. I feel like it's been so long since I've made this, but you want to cook it till it's brown. I find people are either burning it or they're not cooking it long enough that it still looks yellow. So you want it brown and you don't want to burn it. And there's a fine line between when it's perfectly brown and burning. So as it gets closer, like right now I still have a bunch of chunks. It's half liquid, half chunks. As it gets closer, you're gonna wanna stir it frequently, keep an eye on it, and I will immediately pour it into something else so it doesn't continue to cook. Because it takes a while to like pour them into the molds, and if it's still sitting in your hot pan, it's still gonna keep cooking. So get something to pour it in. Will it fit in there? I don't know. I might get a bowl too. Hello, Sheila and Bernadette. Gosh, I am like so thirsty this morning. Did everyone survive the time change? My kids actually slept to like a good, decent time. It was nice. All right, so the eggies are going almost up to 10. So that water, the water matters because if you're doing half a cup for like 1 to 2 minutes to get the gooey yolk, if you have too much water, then it's gonna take longer to get up to temp. So they're in there cooking more, essentially, as the water's like getting up to temp or whatever it's doing to create that steam and do what it does. So half a cup is key, so it's not in there too long, and then playing around with the time that works best for whatever size eggs you have. I use large, but they're not always consistent. I'm trying to think if it's the white ones from Costco that are like a minute is perfect. So I'm doing 2 minutes on these because I'd rather have them be a little gooey than runny whites. Okay, my butter is now completely melted. So now we're just gonna wait for it to start browning. And then I'll dump it in here. And then we'll fill the molds and you pop them in the freezer. And I leave mine in the freezer. I eat them frozen. They taste like caramel. Oh, here's another thing. If you are not salt obsessed, do unsalted and then add in your own salt. Some people think these are too salty, and they do taste saltier. Whatever's happening to this tastes saltier than when you're just eating butter by itself. Like, I don't know. It brings out the salt. So even if you like Kerrygold by itself and eat it off the block like I do, these still might be too salty. But I love it, so just pay attention to that. So right now you'll see, well you won't see, but as it starts to cook, it gets foamy on top. So now I want to like pretty much consistently stir it. And you just want to, this is probably the worst spoon. I mean, it's not going to hit. I should have something flat. It's fine though. You just want to make sure that all the milk proteins aren't sticking and burning to the bottom, because that is what is going to be browning. And if you haven't had these before, like, it tastes like caramel. Keep them in the freezer, eat them frozen. It's a crunchy bite at first, and then it like instantly kind of softens, and they're just magical. They're really good. So can you let me know in the comments, yes or no, if you have had these before? And you can do just one stick. You don't have to do like a block of Kerrygold. But I mean, you keep it in the freezer, so it's not like it's gonna go bad. All right. The eggs are almost to their cooking point. Jill loves them. Okay, it's cooking. We've got 2 minutes on the cooking clock. Yes, I know, these things are so good, and I haven't made these in a while. They're also good. You can pour it on, oh, Martha, you'll love it. Okay. You can also do it on, okay, what size is this called? A quarter sheet pan? Like a regular cookie sheet, I think, is a half sheet pan, right? Anyways, you can pour it on this with some bacon, put it in the freezer, and then break it apart. That's what I call carnivore crack. Because it's a play off of carnivore crackers that Smitten Kitchen made. I used to make these all the time, pre-carnivore. Layer of saltines, you make a caramel sauce, and then put chocolate on top. So this is my take on that. So that's why I call it caramel crack, because she called it caramel crackers. And yeah, people don't like that I call it crack, but that's okay. Yes, the salted, I think it's really good, but I love salt. Like, I should get myself a salt lick. Not even kidding. Like, whatever they give, is it cows that have salt licks? What animals do the salt licks? Because that is my spirit animal, for sure. All right, these things are almost done. And then an ice bath. You can, yeah, with bacon's good. You can have, like, a bowl of ice water ready. I just do it right in the pot, the Instant Pot pot. And yeah, I'll just dump some ice in and a little bit of water. I'm looking at my sink. That's like a disaster, and I don't know how I'm gonna fit this under the spout. We'll make it work. And be careful dumping the ice in that you don't break the shells. Okay, I'm forgetting about my butter. All right, still not browning. We're getting close though. Okay, see, super quick. So hit cancel, turn it off, whatever. Flip the switch so it's loud. So you want to do the quick release. You don't want it to sit there. You want to be able to open it as soon as possible. Get some, I almost said eggs. Get some ice and water on it to stop the cooking. I like eating them warm, but I'll still let it sit there for a sec because it'll just be too hot to handle. So give it 5 minutes, maybe 10. All right, and don't forget about your butter. I feel like I might burn this. But I'm going to get distracted with this. Ow. Okay. So I will just add, get a little facial. I wonder if that will melt. Add ice right into that. Okay, this is bad timing. Hold on. Bad timing. Okay, as you can see, this is super foamy. When you get past the foam, you'll see that it's golden. I'll show it to you when I get it in the jar. It's like, when it gets like this, you'll smell it. It smells like caramely and nutty. It's gonna be so close to burning. I'm gonna turn it off right now, because you don't want it to be burnt. Can you see? I'll have to lift this up. Okay, so I'm gonna get it in here so it stops cooking. I'm probably gonna have to get a bowl for the rest. Super foamy. It will calm down. And the brown butter bits tend to like stay at the bottom too. So while, yes, you can pour this all in, you're gonna wanna get spoonfuls and plop that in too. All right, we'll come back to this. Let me go back to the eggs. You burned your last batch. I know, it's like, it's so close because you're like, oh, I want it like as brown and caramely as I can get it. And then like 10 seconds too late and it's burnt. Oh, I'm like, what is that noise? It sounded like the thing was on. I forgot I have bacon in here. So don't forget about your bacon. Good that I have a timer to remind me. Okay, so I'm gonna get some ice in here gently. And then water. See, these sitting here for like an extra minute or two without the ice bath, not a good idea. At least not for the runny yolk part of it. So they might be cooked more than I intended. Alright. But we'll see. Part of my experiment. Alright, let me find some room over here. All right, I'm right here. Give me a sec. Just filling up my pot of water. Okay, you can also see this is the foam's starting to calm down. And that was my oven finally at preheat. So I think that's part of it. Oh, gross. It's like having it like cook low and slow. And it does not make a mess in my oven. Everyone always comments that like it's not splattering. I don't know if it's because it goes low and slow, but even then, even at the end, it's not like it's splashing. Anywho, let me get a spoon. So as you can see, it's this beautiful golden color. But the majority of the brown bits are in here. I'm gonna combine it. Can you see like how dark that is? Holy moly, this is like, it smells like freaking See's candy in here. Okay, see how dark it is? That is borderline burnt. It's good, it's perfect, but it just to show you how quickly like it can turn to burning your batch. So the only bummer is it does settle. So you can be stirring it as you pour it in, or you can pour them all in and then go back and do like the little, just scrape the bottom bits and scoop them in there. And another thing I recommend, putting your molds on something, whether it's like this little cutting board, or I'm gonna fit 2 on this pan. I don't even think I have room in my freezer for this. I just bought a quarter cow. I ain't got room in there, but you get the gist, because otherwise they're just floppy. So you want to have them sturdy so you can pop them in. I might have to just put these in the freezer later and make room in my outside one. Can you see this? No. Okay. Move this out of the way. So I think I might like kind of just stir it as I pour them in. You want all that goodness. Look, I mean, C's candy. It smells like caramel. And I don't get how this can receive any hate unless you've tried it before. It's so amazing. It reminds me of, because my dad's favorite C's candies are like, what are they called? Like they're butterscotch squares? No, I forget, but they're like the chewy caramel with chocolate, and I feel like this smells and tastes just like them. I wonder if he's had them. I should send him some, because he's keto. I think he'd like these. All right, so I'm gonna get them all in. Got Santa. See, even stirring it, it's still like there's a lot at the bottom. Oh my God, it smells so good. I can't even get over it. Okay, it did pretty good. I mean, there is a little bit more in here, but I think, yeah, stirring as we go, and you can always just like scoop some of the darker bits. I'm gonna fill these to the brim so I don't have to do another tray. And whatever doesn't fit, I'll just drink. But don't burn yourself. Oh my gosh, I wish we had smell-o-vision. This is insane. All right, I think these are gonna fit. And I just get these at Michael's. These little molds. I'm sure, like, I mean, Amazon has them too, but if you won't go into Michael's, they have a bunch and they do different holiday stuff. All right, this is perfect. That fit perfectly. And boom, freeze, except for I really don't think, here. If I move the fireball out of the way, I think I can get things in. And then we'll check on the bacon. Well, let me make sure that's not burning real quick. Okay, oh, interesting. 2 different brands of bacon, I think. So they're cut different. One side is starting to burn. Okay, that fit. If that closes, oh, my ice thing's still out. That's good. And I'm trying to remember how long it takes for them to like actually freeze. It's been so long since I've made them. I mean, as soon as they're like solidified to get them out, they're good. But I like them frozen and crunchy. I would say at least half hour, something like that. I don't know. Does anyone, can anyone chime in? It's probably, I swear, been a year since I've made these. All right, let's check on the bacon. We've got some wonky, look, half of it's, this side is ready to come out. This side is not. So I just put, it on a plate with a piece of paper towel, and then we'll get the rest of it back in, and then we'll take a look at the eggs and see how those did. Bacon, ooh, bacon and brown butter, bacon dipped in the rest of the brown butter. That would be good. So I'll just spread that out a little bit, put the rest of those in. Just a few more minutes on those. All right, let's check an egg. All right, let's see. I hope through good. And the good thing about cooking them in the Instant Pot is they peel really easily. It's my timer. If you don't have an Instant Pot, steaming them on the stove, you know, have a little steamer basket so they're not submerged in the water. That helps too. Something with the steaming. But Instant Pot's so easy. Okay, they feel gooey. Let me just give it a quick little rinse. Because I got some shell on my hand. Oh, I'm so excited right now. All right. Yeah, okay, these are good. So, if you can see, here's the yolk. This is at 2 minutes. I also, like I said earlier, do 1 minute typically, but this is amazing too. Let me read this comment. Oh, thank you, Maria. And that's funny you say that because I'm like in huge baggy pajamas. But yes, I am breaking through my weight loss doll. I've been working with Danny Conway, who is in this group too. She has her weight loss accelerator program, which I just did. She's doing like a mini version for December. So check her out. Yeah, a lot of people think they're too salty. So yes, use unsalted, but then add your own. You're gonna want, it needs some salt. So you can just, what I would probably do is get them into the molds with unsalted and then just do a little sprinkle over the top. How long for hard boiled? Like I would say 5 minutes, I would say 5 to 8. I'm trying to think, I just made some harder so I could do deviled eggs. And I think, gosh, I have it written down somewhere. Maybe I would do 7 to be safe. 5 might still have a little softness to it. I would say like 7 would probably be ideal. Anything longer, it might start getting that gray ring. Okay. 1 more minute on that. Let's taste test the bacon though. I mean, look, it's just beautiful. Oh, that is salty. Let's try the egg. Ooey gooey. Perfect. Smoked salt is good on these too. I don't feel like I need it right now because the smokiness of the bacon, but I use Redmond's has smoked salt. That bacon was salty. I don't remember what brand that is. All right, you guys. Let's see, I have tried to make the eggs several times, and no matter which eggs I use, I always have a hard time with the shell. I gave up at this point. Are you cooking them in the Instant Pot? It's 100% the steaming. It needs to be steamed, even if it's on the stove in a steamer basket. And they say like the older the eggs, but if you're steaming them, the age of the eggs doesn't matter. They usually still peel very nicely for me. Okay, 1 sec. All right, if anybody, okay, that's interesting. I don't know why that wouldn't peel nicely for you. I've never had anything but luck with that. And they're cooked okay inside? That's weird. I don't have any like troubleshooting for that because I've never had that issue. All right, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Food, carnivore, anything. Otherwise, we will be wrapping this up because that's all the cooking I'm doing. And I will say, grab yourself a ramekin. This is bacon grease. And you're gonna wanna save it. I'm actually gonna get a new one for this. This has quite a few bits at the bottom. You can strain it, get like a little mesh strainer. It keeps out like all the brown bits, which I think is delicious, and it's fine if you're gonna use it. soon. I don't know. That's just been sitting out for a few weeks. I don't know if I want to use the brown bits. Food safety. I don't know if it's fine or not. Oh, altitude makes it hard to peel. That's interesting. I did not know that. 8 quart into pot, 3 minutes with manual release for 4 minutes. Then an ice bath for a hard boiled. Okay. Awesome. You made some bacon mayo and was wanting egg salad, but I'll give it a try again. Yes, we love egg salad. Huh, I haven't, heard the altitude thing either. That's interesting. All right, do I have everything? My bacon's done, oven off. So yeah, just be sure to save your bacon grease, use it to cook things, use it to fry your eggs in, make butter mayo or bacon grease mayo. I have a bacon, oh, that one looks like it could go a little longer. Oh well. I have a butter bacon mayo that I'll be putting in my cookbook. I wish I could share it now. I wish I could share everything that's going in the book right now. It's killing me to have to hold on to things, especially when people need things and are asking for, recipes and suggestions. I'm like, I have it. I just can't give it to you right now. But I will talk to my marketing lady and see what I can share with you guys next. Whipped brown butter bites. Oh, that's a good idea. An immersion blender before pouring into the mold. I would think so. Dang, I wish you said that earlier. I would have tried. I have an immersion blender. We could have tried it out. Yeah, I haven't tried that. And I will say, don't, someone's like, oh, if you add cream, will it be, more like a caramel sauce? And to me, because I make a brown butter cream sauce, to me, it tastes almost like Alfredo, but you're just missing the Parmesan. So I do brown it and make Alfredo with the brown butter. So, add cream and parm to it, but just adding the cream, it still tastes like Alfredo. So definitely don't try that, but it does make a beautiful sauce for chicken. So yeah, I like that idea, the whipped. I'll have to try that. Okay, so clearly we're not gonna wait for my brown butter bites to freeze. I don't even think they're probably solid at this point. Yeah. Tastes delicious though. You made whipped brown butter bites, let it sit to cool off, then whipped it. That's such a good idea. I'm thinking about just dumping all the molds out into a bowl and whipping it. Maybe my next batch, I will try that. I'm gonna screenshot this right now so I can remember to try that. Let's see. Hopefully I don't turn this live off. Okay, that is my note to self. All right, you guys, if nobody has any questions, then we're gonna get going because I covered everything, right? Am I forgetting something? We got the bacon, we got the eggs, we got the fireball, brown butter's in the freezer, and I guess that's it. I feel like this is the quickest live I've ever done. I should have planned one other thing to cook, but I think that's good, short and sweet, right? Oh, the next live video? Yeah, or maybe I'll even just make a reel out of it just in case it, yeah, I might just make a reel and share it. So, all right, you guys, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you in the group. Let's see if I can figure out how to end this thing. I swear, sometimes I'm just not tech savvy. Okay, I think